Good morning. It's been, yeah. Oh, well, anyway, there's some things brought to my attention that I noticed. Let's just leave it at that part of it, anyway. If, if you see somebody struggling, reach out and help them. Don't be quick to judge them. If they look like they're having trouble, no matter whatever runs culture, because you're going to judge people. It's just our instinct is to judge people. We got to get that out of our mind as soon as it happens. I guess it's more of a caution thing. I'm not for sure how. I'm not too smart on the brain stuff, but just don't be quick to judge somebody. And if you do, you know how to handle it. Just go to them and just see if they need help or just a smile, because you never know what someone's going through or what a smile would do to somebody. They might be having one of them days, or something could be going wrong, or they'll be dealing with something, be struggling. Just, if you see somebody in line scraping for money to finish paying for something because they don't have enough money, help them out. God honors that stuff. And I ain't saying that's the only reason to do it, but it's the right thing to do. No matter what you think or what ran through your mind, or if you judged them on, just in your head, when you've seen them, just help them out. That might make their day. You might be the one that changes their point of view of life. You might be the one that brings them to Christ. Tell them Jesus loves them. Tell them have a good day. Smile at them. Don't just shrug your shoulder or act like you didn't see them. Don't stick your nose up in the air, because I don't know, it just aggravates me, because I've done it in the past and I shouldn't have, and I feel bad about it, and people's done me that way, so I know how it feels. But just love everybody. I know it's hard sometimes, because it's so much going on in here, I can't even get it out. I don't even know what to say next, because when you try to speak to your heart, everything does come out, but when there's so much in there, it's hard to stay on track, and a lot of people say life's too short to live in regret. But is it? Is life short? Because you only die once, right? You live forever. Even if you're going to hell or heaven, you're going to live forever. Either way, right? So, might as well make the best of it. I have a lot of people telling me, well, it's a lot. Well, there's been quite a few. Well, I guess it'd be a lot, wouldn't it? But they don't believe in God, and it'll take me with a grain of salt on this, but this is how I look at it. This is what I'm going to say to y'all. If you don't believe in God, but I'm trying to say, live for Him anyway. If you don't believe in Him, live for Him anyway. Be good. Live by His word. Because in the end, and if you live by Him and you die and you just don't exist, you've lost nothing. But you lived a good life. You help people. You show people love, But when you do die and you go to hell and you didn't live for God, you lost everything. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I said, it was crazy up there. I probably confused the mess out of y'all, but y'all get what I'm saying. So do the best, if you believe in God or not. Just live by His word. And you're saying, you don't make no sense, because if I don't believe Him, why should I live for Him? He's not living for me. He died for you and he lives for you now. So why can't you just live for him? What did Jesus do wrong to you? You say, well, it's my right to believe in God or not. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, people, ain't nobody got no right in this world but Jesus Christ. He gave his life for us. So if anything, anybody deserves any rights, it's him. I mean, I understand here on earth we have rights and stuff. That ain't what I'm saying. We're not. What I'm saying is, if anybody deserves to be respected and loved, it's Jesus. Okay. It. I used to be a hellion. I used to run around and do what I want, but I still believed in God, and we all have been there. We all have done it. We've been where we don't even think about God. We don't give God a second thought because we're doing what we want to do, and we're doing it how we want it and when we want it. We all have done it. We all have done it. We do it every now and then. And being as a Christian, you catch yourself, and it helps. I mean, knowing that you know Jesus and you accept Him to your heart, and you feel that conscious in your mind saying, "Don't do that." But like, I really want to. I really like that. I want this. I want that. I want to do this. Don't. You automatically, your mind tries to find a way to justify it. Don't give into that temptation because that's the devil telling you, "Oh man, He'll forgive you. You can do it one time. You can do this. You can do that. One more time." I'm telling you. What if that one more time is your last time? What if you do what you want to do and, I'll ask forgiveness when I get home, and on your way home, you don't make it? I mean, you're stuck, right? What are you going to do then? Man, I know it's hard on people. It's hard on me sometimes. Just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you don't sin, you don't mess up, you don't fall, and you don't trip. It's what you do when you trip, you fall. It's how you get up. It's when you get up. It ain't if I get up. No, you're going to get up sooner or later. It's just, don't let later be too late. You know what I'm trying to say is, don't play around with God's mercy. Because when you play around with God's mercy, it's going to be a day that it ain't going to be there. There's going to be a day that you can't get back. You can always turn to God. You can always turn to Jesus. I know that. But don't let your wants, don't let that keep you from getting up. Don't halfway get up. If you got to crawl back to Jesus, if you have to have people carry you to Jesus, do it. Because life, it's hard enough as it is. But when you take advantage of God, it ain't worth it. Don't take advantage of Him. Run to Him, crawl to Him, roll to Him, whatever you got to do. Have someone carry you. Whatever it takes. Go back to Jesus. He never said it was going to be easy to walk with Him. But the reward, when you get to go to heaven, and if your family lived right, they're waiting on you, if they're already there. And just think about what you're going to have in heaven. I mean, you get your family back. You get everything that your heart desires. God tells you in the Bible. All He wants to do is love you, take care of you, make you happy. And if you're saying, well, I'm poor, I'm broke, or I don't have this, or I lost that, I lost this, or I'm sick, I'm done. Doesn't mean that God don't have mercy on you. Doesn't mean that God's left you or forgotten about you. He's right there with you. Why don't He heal me? Why don't He do this? Why don't He do that? You know, I understand because this thing about me, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, but I have a lot of issues, a lot of health issues. I got, no, you can't see it, but I had a biopsy done one time. They thought I had lung cancer, so luckily it wasn't. But still, beside the point, I go to work every day hurting, barely walk, you know, but I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I got to do what I got to do to take care of my family. And I know one time God's going to release me from that job to work for Him full time. It's on His time, not mine. But, what I go through every day, the pain and suffering I do because my feet and knees are bad, barely walk when I get home, it's nothing what Jesus went through for us. You know what I'm saying? So you know how much we loved our family to do that every day. Just imagine how much He loves us to go through what He went through. And that's a million times worse than we can imagine every day. But getting back on the subject, well, how come Jesus ain't healed us? Or, maybe maybe that is actually His mercy from keeping you from going out and doing something or you won't make it to heaven. Now, us suffering, dying or fixing to die or got an illness or something we can't heal, or what God hasn't healed, or doctors can't figure out what's wrong with us, or we can't fix it, or Jesus just ain't healed us. Maybe that, His mercy is, I'm sorry, I'm getting, just give me a minute. His mercy is different than what we look at, how we would look at it. He sees the end game. He sees the big picture. We might suffer here on earth, but none of this is going to matter once we're in heaven, So, and God knows that. And it's hard for us to understand and say, why, God, why do you let us suffer here on earth? Why are we suffering now? It's hard to explain. I mean, it's really, God gives it to me, but I can't get it out. I'm sorry to explain it to you, but as a Christian, you know what's waiting on you in heaven. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you're not a Christian, or you are and you're new to this, and you don't understand. Find you a pastor or someone that knows the Bible a lot better than I do, can explain it better. Because I don't want to mislead you, but what I'm trying to say is God's mercy is a lot more than what you ever think it would be. I mean, you might look at it as a bad thing because we're hurting and we're suffering, we're in pain, we're going to die and we're scared to die. But once you've accepted Jesus Christ into your heart, you're not scared to die no more because you know where you're going. You're going to go see your family. I don't want to die no time soon. I don't want to leave my family here. But I'm not scared to, because when I do, I get to hold my baby again. So it's something amazing to look forward to. You're not living here on earth to make everybody happy here. You're living here on earth to make God happy. Because the ultimate reward, it's going to be amazing. You'll never die again. You'll never hurt, suffer, be sick again. Trust me. I'm not no prophet or nothing, but God, I'm not no one really special, but God's has given me, I don't want to say visions or nothing, but I guess you'd say knowledge that I know without doubt in my heart that what I got to look forward to when I get there, if I continue living right. Just because you're saved now don't mean you're going to be saved tomorrow. You don't know. You got to work on it. You can't just do something wrong. Oh, ask forgiveness. Like I said earlier, might not be a later. This world's getting bad. Things are fixing to start happening. It's fixing to get rough, people. So just live for God the best you can. Teach your family. Talk to them. Spread the word of God. Don't deny him no matter what people try to take from you or threaten you with or threaten to do to your family. I know it's going to be hard. I couldn't imagine someone trying to tell me they're going to kill my kid or my wife or do this and that to them if I don't deny Jesus. But you know what? I'm not going to, because if I don't deny Jesus, when they do all these things and my family does not deny him, we'll be in heaven together. And then nobody can change it then. So stay strong. Don't give in to evil. Don't let them take that from you. You know, they can take your family, they can take your money, they can take your home, your cars, they can take everything from you. They can take your family from you. They can't take your faith in God. They can't take your soul if you don't give it to them. That's something you have to willingly give away. And by not accepting Jesus Christ into your heart and not living for God, it's giving your soul to the devil. You know, don't do it. God loves you.